How's it going, everybody? Non-spoiler review for DC's latest, Supergirl. That's right. Superman was the first one last year, and now Supergirl follows it up. James Gunn producing this one. Craig Gillespie, is directing it. Milly Alcock stars as Supergirl. You got Ridley in there as well. Matthias Schoenaerts as the villain. And yeah, man. So listen, this movie is based off a very, and again, non-spoiler, very popular graphic novel, which I have not read. I've just heard really great things about it. I've not loved the trailers for this movie. This movie started off right off the bat. This movie it seems to be a sentiment from a lot of people, which I echo, and I say that it is fine and forgettable. But I want to talk about the positives and the negatives of the movie in general. So, Milly Alcock, to me, is solid in this movie as Kara, and you see the reason why she is the way she is. Very different experience than Clark has, and they go through this, and they reference this, and yes, David Krumholtz is in the movie, and those scenes with Superman in the movie actually are some of the strong points of the film in general. The stuff with Krypton is very just to see how she got here, her attachment to it, the reason she is the way she is, all that stuff to me worked. It's kind of the stuff that I wish that they would have done more with, and maybe even leaned into more of the origin story, because yes, I get when you do Spider-Man, a new movie of Spider-Man or a new movie of Superman, and you're like, how many times have you seen the origin story? We get it. This was there one Supergirl movie with Helen Slater? How many people have actually seen that movie now? So they maybe could have done an origin story. I know that they wanted to do this science fiction film that is kind of darker, gritty. I think they were going for Guardians meets Mad Max, which I think they hit sometimes, right? And there are some the emotional moments to me with Kara is the stuff that really works the best. It's the kind of repetitive, not fresh, I guess, story beats, action beats that you've seen a million times over. And the story is essentially that this girl, Ridley, who plays Ruthie, who I thought was really, really good in the film, but her family, some shit goes down with her family. And then she seeks out somebody to get revenge on Krem, played by Matthias Schoenaerts, and his rogue people who again, super, super forgettable, almost like Thor, Dark World type forgettable villains. And she wants revenge. So she seeks out some people to try to help her. And who does she land on? And that, of course, is Supergirl. So it's their attachment, their idea, her just, it's Kara just kind of showing her at first being resistant, and then you can predict it, is what I'm saying. You can predict where it goes from the initial meeting to how it's going to end up and what's going to happen. And unfortunately, the villain, and I'm a big fan of Matthias Schoenaerts. I think he's a phenomenal actor. This villain is just, he should be like the third or fourth henchman under the big boss, not the big boss. It's just kind of, again, trying to do this scary Mad Max thing that isn't really working. He's not intimidating. He comes off goofy, makes a lot of weird faces when he doesn't really know what to do. And it's just, you just don't ever really get locked in to it. And there are times, well, I shouldn't say you don't get locked in the whole movie. Like I said, with Krypton and other things, there are times I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in there. I'm okay. I got it. And then Lobo, when Lobo shows up, Jason Momoa definitely well better suited to play Lobo than Aquaman, in my opinion. I think he did a good job as Aquaman, but he's perfect for this role. You don't really get a lot from him in this meaning backstory of who he is. And maybe they'll explore that down the line, and that's totally fine. This one, he's just there to kick some ass, be Jason Momoa, be cool, and you're like, all right, that was fun to watch. But there are times that I'm just going, where are we going? And the humor, to me, I was expecting, this is one thing I guess I'll differ from a lot of other people that I was talking to after the screening. The humor, it didn't work necessarily, but it didn't overpower the movie to me, in the way that, say, like Masters of the Universe did to me. But they maybe should have tried to, I don't know what they could have tried to do. There's just it was kind of like clunky. The movie was kind of clunky, but I was entertained watching it, and that's also maybe because the runtime was an hour and 45 minutes, and I think that they could have probably stretched it out to 2 hours if they would have gone more into the emotional beats of the movie, because that, again, I thought that stuff really worked. It was when they started to do the needle drops and the slow motion fighting and the music, which I was expecting the music to be better. The music didn't really work. I felt like it was just trying to, I don't know. I don't know what it was trying to do, but they didn't fit the moments the way that I maybe thought that they could have. And I'm trying to remember who else was really any moments that were really memorable. And I think that's what is the problem, because this movie needs to be, in my opinion, for the second DC movie, it needs to be special. It's not special. Her performance is special. I want to see more of her as Supergirl. I'd like to see where I thought the scenes that she had with David Krumholtz were great when they were in scenes together. And I was like, oh, I'd like to see more of that. And I think we will get more of that in the future. And I think that's encouraging. But to see another adventure like this in this style, I think it was a miss. I think it was a miss to try to do it. I don't think a lot of people would want to see it again. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. I haven't seen anybody's reviews. Maybe people love this movie. I just thought it was a bit of a miss for a second movie. So I'm going to go 2.8 out of 5 for Supergirl. Again, I was entertained enough, but found myself forgetting most of it after I left. And yeah, again, I think the thing I'd want to see is her return as Supergirl. Love to see more of Lobo and what he's going to do. And the way that what I think was good. There isn't a post-credit scene, at least in my screening, which I thought was also a mistake, unless they just didn't put it on the press screening. You guys tell me when you see it if there was a scene at the very end, which I think was a mistake to not have one, because I think not having one leading into Man of Tomorrow, you want to get people excited about it. But then again, maybe they just didn't show it at the press screening. You guys tell me. So yeah, I just think that the end of the movie in general makes it hopeful to want to see more of her. The emotional moments worked, but yeah, miss. So what do you guys think? Do you want to check it out? Are you going to check it out? Do you want to see Supergirl? And look, you might come back after seeing this movie and totally disagree with me. You might love it. I don't know. Maybe you don't like it. So thank you so much for being here. Please click like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 300,000 subscribers. We think that we can do it by the end of the year. You just got to hit that button. Please be a part of the channel. Love to have you as part of the community in general. Live shows, out of the theater reactions, interviews. We do a lot of stuff here. So we hope you'll be part of it. Thanks for being here. See you on the flip side. Bye. I don't know how far back it was, but Cash App came to the show, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. It's a must. Have to be. If you're not up to speed already, Cash App, it's more than just a safe way to send and receive money. With the Cash App card, you unlock tons of perks without all the hidden fees. Now, enjoy benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales, you get Kendrick Lamar, Sabrina Carpenter, to name just a couple recent examples, plus discounts on everyday purchases and popular brands you're probably already spending money on. You add your card to your digital wallet, and you make your money moves easier. Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure your money stays your money. Cash App just released a new status program for the way people actually spend called Cash App Green. So when you spend at least $500 a month with the Cash App card, you earn green status. That unlocks benefits like up to $200 of free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, there are no hidden fees. You also unlock higher borrow limits and custom personalized cashback offers every Friday at places that you love to shop. Cash App can do way more than you think to make your money work for you. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can earn interest on your savings. There's no hidden fees, no minimum balance requirement. Don't let your money sit around and just gather dust. Make it work for you. Take advantage of interest savings on Cash App today. So new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use that code Cash App 10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Visa Debit Flex Cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC, and the Bancorp Bank, N.A., pursuant to a license from Visa USA, Inc. See terms and conditions for the Sutton Prepaid Card, Sutton Debit Flex Card, and Bancorp Debit Flex Card. Cash App Green features savings, direct deposit, roundups, overdraft coverage, and discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. So Cash App, get it done. Don't let your money just sit around. Do something with it. Cash App, they're the best.